Listen, man, me and Trump, we're two peas in a pod. You know, we're
Your
boys.
impression's pretty fucking good.
I've been workshopping it for many years.
Yeah. You've been working on it.
I mean, even back in like 2016, or I guess 2015 when he first started running.
Yeah.
When he had when Mexico sends their people, they're not sending their best. They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists.
Yeah, that's true. It'll be almost 6 years.
That is a direct quote.
Actually, no, because the campaign started in 2015.
8 years since he ran the first time. Well, because there's been 2 terms. Trump was president for 4 years. Biden was president for 4 years. And now we got Trumpski starting up again.
Yeah, but it's 2025. The campaign started in 2015.
Oh, shit. 10 years.
Yeah.
I can't fucking count.
No, you can't.
Damn. I don't like that at all.
No.
10 years of Trump in politics.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That's unpleasant.
How time flies.
Time flies when you're having a fucking nightmare of a time.
Typically, it's the opposite.
Yeah, I know. Shout out to Trump one time. Started right there.
Shout out Donald J. Trump.
Shout out my boy Donald Jonathan Trump. What is his middle name?
I was just about to ask. I have no idea.
James? He seems like it would be a James type shit. No?
I don't know.
Donald J. Judas?
No, it's not
I
right.
like it. That honestly goes hard though.
Donald Judas Trump.
Donald Judas Trump sounds
Actually,
sick.
kind of sick.
Sounds kind of fire.
Damn, he's gonna be like, it's always been that way.
My name's always been Judas. I'm Donald Judas Trump. Always have been, always will be. Look, I get in the car. It's a beautiful car, wonderful car. I said, look, my name's Judas. I lost it. I lost the voice.
Lost it. It's okay. But on that note, Happy New Year, bruh.
Yeah, happy fucking New Year. Happy New Year to all of you as well.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've done this. Been a
It's
couple
been
weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
Had a nice little holiday break.
Indeed.
It's gone by way too fast.
Yeah, I think it's the appropriate amount of time.
Not for me.
Yeah?
No, because you know how like on holidays you go and see family, and then it's like, is it really ever restful?
Yeah.
Not that I dislike my family.
Yeah,
it's
but
just
you're
like
doing a lot of shit with them.
doing a lot of stuff. My family likes to drink a decent bit, so
Yeah.
physically it is not very
Yeah, I mean, that's what was nice with my family, at least, was like
healing.
my girlfriend doesn't drink very much, so I
Yes.
wasn't gonna like drink a ton.
Yeah.
So I kind of had a reason to just kind of.
My girlfriend barely drinks, and I'll still drink a ton. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Shit.
I mean, how can I not? Why should I let?
I mean,
that
also
deter me?
your family is a drinking family.
My dad can coerce almost anyone into doing. It's like
He got me to take that last shot, man.
that last shot that put you on the street.
That last shot that put me physically on the street.
Found you on the street shirtless.
Shirtless, yeah.
With your head in the one patch of grass on the concrete sidewalk.
Yeah.
I was like, he just like instinctively knew to find the softest patch to
Lay his
to
head.
lay his head
Insane,
so he's more
man.
comfortable.
And I blame your dad fully for that. It was
Still your choice.
I mean, yeah, no, it was. But I mean, it was my birthday too.
It was your birthday.
And was that my birthday or was that the other one? No, I think that was my
I
birthday.
think that was your birthday.
Yeah.
No, that was your birthday.
No, it wasn't, because my birthday is when I took the Uber home and left all my keys, my phone, my wallet in the Uber, and I couldn't get into my apartment. And then
Oh, so that was a different one.
that was, I think, a different one. Yeah, that was before.
Both times you were blitzed.
Yeah, I was gone. It was pretty scary.
It was a fun night though.
It was very fun right up until that point.
Yeah, it was also fun for me the other time up until a point where a friend of mine like basically like collapsed and started puking on my floor.
Yeah, that's not as fun.
And
That's not as fun.
And had to call like an ambulance and stuff because I didn't know if he was gonna like.
Wild that I don't remember that happening at all.
That's because you weren't there.
Well, I was outside.
No. This was the other one where you went home in the Uber and forgot all your stuff in the Uber.
Oh, this was my birthday.
Yes.
Damn, that sucks.
Fun night
Fun night.
until that moment everyone left and then had to deal with the aftermath.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's
I
life.
don't miss doing like partying like that, to be honest with you.
Not like that.
No, like to be honest, I don't think I've gotten that drunk
Yeah.
since that.
I don't know about that.
Maybe at the club once or twice.
I don't know. But yeah, I'm pretty sure when you moved to Vancouver, there were some times where you probably got a little bit schwasty.
Yeah, but not like blacked out in the Uber, leave my wallet and keys in there.
Okay, no one misses those types of drunks.
No, that's true.
Like, do I like being like where like I can obviously tell I'm pretty drunk, but I'm still like I can still like, you know, act normal.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I don't know, man. For me,
I don't know,
nowadays-
man.
Look, I don't know. I like drinking. Drinking's great. It's wonderful.
But
Like, it's sometimes, in recent memory, it's more fun to me to just have, if I'm drinking a lot now, that'll be like maybe a bottle of wine. And I'll like drink a bottle. I'm like drunk and I'm cool. And
You're
then I
going
go to bed.
soft.
I just don't want to get that tanked anymore.
you have to come with me back for like a holiday to my family's place.
God, man.
Or like my parents will buy like 10 bottles of wine in advance.
Shit.
And we're going. I mean, obviously, we're not drinking all that in one night because that's pretty crazy.
No, you'll drink like 6 in one night. And
maybe
then 4
6.
the next night. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, between like what, like 6 people?
No, between a good amount of people, it's a bottle each.
Bottle each.
Yeah, it's not that much.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Plus, and then it's like, we also have some beers in the fridge if you want some beers.
Yeah.
And then also we have some extra liquor too in the cabinet.
Man, scary, dude. I don't want that shit at all.
Yeah, I swear it's very rare that my dad will be the person to be like, let's actually.
That's enough.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Sometimes he'll do it, but it's really rare, especially if we're on like an occasion that like as like a cause for like celebration or like holiday.
Yeah.
Man, if you want to, he will go through it with you.
Oh yeah.
Like if you're willing to stay up, he will stay up with you. Every time it's like, we're tired, we're going to bed. He's like, already? You're so young.
Yeah, he goes, one more shot.
One more shot. He's like, I'm 60 years old. You guys are in your 20s. And I'm like, and I
feel dead.
I feel like I'm 60. I'm like, it's a miracle you're alive.
Yeah, man. I think that's what's keeping him alive, to be honest. That's what's keeping him like young.
I don't know.
Well, also, he does like a shit ton of physical activity, right? He like bikes in marathons or some shit. Or bike races. Like
he does cycling a lot.
Yeah.
He'll do like miles upon miles.
Yeah.
Like it's been less recently because he got an injury last year, but yeah.
I have a family friend back home who used to be like on the bigger side, I guess. Excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to tap my microphone, everyone. I apologize.
Yeah, be careful. Bigger side's a little.
Yeah.
Little
I get to say
testy.
it. All right.
Sure.
I am on the bigger side.
You are one of those people.
Yeah. But he was one of my folk.
Bigger community.
And then when he hit like 50, he was like, fuck it, dude, I'm going to start cycling. And he does like crazy long shits.
Yeah.
Like did the whole like the tour of Puerto Rico, like around the entire island.
Okay.
That was like one like race he did.
Okay.
And then he did one, he like flew down to some Southern American country. I do not know which. I think it was Colombia.
Okay.
Flew down to Colombia, did like a 500-mile race. Or like race. I don't know if it's
There's
actually
no
a race.
way he did 500 miles.
Bro, it's like multiple days of cycling.
Oh, multiple days. That makes more sense.
Yeah, not in a day.
I was like, that's like impossible.
No.
Okay.
No, but it's like he flies down and does these like marathon bike races.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Okay. Good for him, bro.
Yeah, and he's like fit, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
you
on
have
it.
to be.
Yeah.
If you're doing that, your endurance has to be insane.
Yeah.
I mean, like my dad, I think the most he's done like in a day is like over 100 miles.
That's mental.
No, it's
That is
crazy.
insane.
Absolutely fucking crazy.
And that's why this fat motherfucker don't do it.
Meanwhile, this guy can barely ride a bike.
That's true.
The irony, right?
That is pretty
I
much.
can barely ride a bike, and my dad is like a super cyclist who like wins races.
Yeah.
He's been doing it for 50 years.
How old? He's in his 60s now, right?
He is 60 years old.
Fuck
He'll
me.
be 61 this summer.
That is insane to
It's
think
crazy.
about.
It's crazy stuff. Honestly, that should be part of my New Year's resolution to like be as like
biker?
Honestly, yes, get better at biking.
Yes.
And just be like as like determined and somehow as healthy as my dad, even though he shouldn't be alive with the amount of injuries he's got.
Yeah.
And what he did as a youthful person.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Also to not be an immigrant, you know.
Do you have a like a New Year's resolution for this year other than get your residence here?
Well, as I just said, get my residence, not be an immigrant. I mean, not that it's a bad thing to be an immigrant. I just, want to be secure in my place.
That makes sense.
As people may not know, but I'm not Canadian. We live in Canada.
It's true.
I'm not Canadian. I'm American. And while it's not exactly super, super hard in comparison to other countries to get residency, still not difficult, especially no, it still is difficult, especially
It's definitely still difficult.
in
Quebec.
French Canada / Quebec,
Yeah.
where they just don't want anybody. So that is part of my.
They don't want any non-French speakers.
And even then, they still talk a lot of shit to
They do. The French.
to the French.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like vice versa, you know.
I mean, yeah.
But
It's a mutual dislike.
But it's like, okay, but like you want.
But they all want to come over here.
That's because there's jobs over here.
Yeah, exactly.
There's not the
Well,
job market has been,
even then,
then.
this guy's been job searching for a fat
Okay,
minute.
but the job market internationally has been really bad.
Yeah, that's true.
For like the past half year.
This is very true.
But like there's still like more jobs available for French speakers here than for a lot of young people in France.
Yeah.
It's been like that for like years now. Because I mean education's so like, accessible.
Yeah, that's true.
So a lot of people have like the same quote unquote qualifications, right? So
Oh, shit. Yeah,
it
I guess
makes
that is a
it-
thing.
It makes it a lot harder and more competitive to get a job.
Damn, imagine going to school and being like, I'm gonna go and get my like master's degree in some sort of field of information technology. And you come out and you're like, I'm like a super good coder. And you're like, not many people are doing this. And then you get out and like half of your country is also a master's in that. That sucks.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think
Maybe not masters,
think
but
masters,
all
'cause-
qualified to have a similar position as you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's wild. Yeah, the over accessibility to education causes the same problem as not enough.
Yeah, it can, which sucks, you know. But I mean, obviously, it's a little bit more. There's some more complications.
That's why I dropped out, man. There's no point.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly why here in North America we make our people pay for that education.
Goddamn right, brother.
Yes, take out those loans, get it going, read those books,
Especially in America, man.
get paying for the next 20 years, because that education was worth it, right?
Oh, buddy. Absolutely, it was worth it. Come
You know
on.
what I'm saying?
I do. Trust me, buddy.
What else
I
would you
know.
rather spend your money and time on?
Nothing. I can't imagine a single thing that I'd rather spend
What
my time
is
and money
60 USD? Oh my God, that's not $60. I can't speak.
on. 60 USD is
60
about
USD is
95 Canadian.
That would be great to only pay $60
For uni?
for uni.
That'd be great.
60K
Can you imagine?
USD
A year. It's mental.
for not even like the best schools.
I know. I have so our friend Bernardo has a sister who also went to MIT. They both went to MIT.
Nice.
Fucking super smart guys.
Smart people.
Very smart people. And I think MIT, like if they hadn't gotten scholarships and shit, I think they would have been paying about 60 grand a year for MIT.
Yeah, I mean that's why I know like a family friend of mine, like when he was going to college and stuff. I mean he's like older now, but he got to MIT but didn't go because he couldn't afford the tuition.
Yeah,
which sucks because I mean dude's super smart.
I mean, yeah, well, that's the thing is like you could be the smartest guy ever, and if you either don't get a scholarship or can't afford to pay to go to MIT, Harvard, whatever it might be,
Yeah,
you can't go,
exactly.
which is fucked.
No, I mean we all know education is,
or you can go and come out 250 grand in debt.
and that's just not worth it.
No,
not at
that's
all.
you're paying that off for your whole life.
Well, also I remember like back in high school there was this one teacher that I had. She was like a world geography teacher.
Yeah.
And she was like what, like early 30s, maybe like 34, 35.
Yeah.
And she had like just paid off her student debt.
Damn, by 34, that's not bad. As a teacher?
It's not that bad as a teacher. Well, I mean, I would also hope that it's not that expensive to get a degree in education.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because it's not like it's also paying out a lot of money. But that doesn't always mean anything for how much it costs.
Yeah, I mean, even community college now is getting pretty expensive compared to what it was when I was doing community college back home.
Community college costs money?
Yeah.
That was free.
you pay like per class, and it's not a lot. Like when I was in community college, it was like maybe $250 per class or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was taking like night classes while I was doing my like conservatory program.
Yeah.
That's why when I went to Concordia, I already had like maybe a year of credits for uni between my AP classes and those courses. But it was like $250 per class, and now it's like $1,000 a class.
Damn, $1,000 per class
for community college.
For community college.
Yeah,
Damn, what's up with these bougie community colleges?
bro, it's not a bougie college. That's like a Palm Beach State College.
Yeah, I know.
That shit ain't bougie at all.
That shit's run down.
Yeah,
You know, see, this is why people get into gambling.
that's a good point.
Yeah,
I like where your head's at. Keep going.
This is why our friend of ours really into gambling.
Shout out Chase.
I mean,
You know who you are.
I mean, I wasn't gonna name drop him.
He's gonna be proud
but-
of this.
Okay.
He wants to be known as the gambler guy.
Yeah, but I also would never gamble with Chase.
You wouldn't gamble with Chase?
No, because he has these crazy what's it called?
A parlay?
No, I mean not even the parlay, but just like crazy like consequences where like if you like don't.
Oh, you're talking like the punishments.
Yeah, crazy punishments.
Yeah,
But let's
yeah.
say like fantasy, like fantasy teams. If
Yeah.
your team, you're at like bottom of the barrel, you lose. Like, your punishment. Who wants to do this shit?
Yeah, I mean it's kind of funny.
No.
Also,
I mean,
okay,
you want to give examples to what the fuck I'm talking about?
Yeah, okay. So I'm in a fantasy league with this Chase character. This was our second year doing the league. So last year the punishment was a choice between two things. Either you get a tattoo chosen by the other guys on the team or on the league.
Horrible choice.
It was a funny tattoo, to be fair.
No, but they said no penises.
Yeah, no dicks, no like outright hateful things.
No swastikas.
Yeah, I mean it was also like we already decided what the tattoo was going to be.
Oh, beforehand.
Yeah, I came up with the idea.
And what was this? What was this idea?
A profile, like a realistic portrait of the baby from Good Luck Charlie.
Oh, I thought it was something worse.
Nah.
I mean, I still don't want a baby tatted on me.
No, but it's hilarious.
Imagine someone sees it and they're like, "Oh my god, is that your baby?"
And then you have to say, no. Well, either you lie and go, "Yeah, it's my kid," and then they go, "Oh, you have a kid already," or you say, "No, it's the baby from Good Luck Charlie," and you look fucking weird.
Imagine it's like 15 years later, you actually have a child, but
you have this random baby tatted on you.
yeah, but you have a random baby tatted on you, and also you. Let's say you got married and had baby with like a person of color, so your baby just looks nothing like at all the Good Luck Charlie baby, who was just this blonde white baby.
Yeah, the Aryan dream.
The baby's the Aryan dream.
Yeah, I mean blonde hair, blue eyes, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
You know, apparently that baby is like grown up now. It's crazy.
That is what happens to babies.
I thought the
actually
baby would stay the baby forever.
Believe it or not, no baby has ever stayed a baby forever.
That's
well,
fair.
except for the ones that
Die.
pass away. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's dark.
I mean, they stay a baby forever.
Anyways, what are the other punishments?
Right. So this year, last year there was a choice between that or you go to a diner, a 24-hour diner where they serve alcohol, and you have to be there for a full 24 hours.
Yeah.
But every beer you drink takes 30 minutes off of your total time. So if you go in there and somehow slam 48 beers in an hour, you go home. But if you go there and you drink 12 beers, then you're there still for 18 hours.
But also, like, what do you say to like the workers who are there? Like, you're like, I'm just waiting for someone, and then is that seeing like time passing? You're just like constantly ordering alcohol, but you look super depressed, like your date never coming.
Well, you just have to go in there alone, and like for us, what we were planning on doing was like for the guy who did the punishment was like we just show up at random points during that 24 hours, so that they know they're being watched, like they can't just leave, and we were gonna make them live stream it.
Oh my god, you guys are really thinking about every avenue.
Well, because if no one's there to check you, you could just leave.
You could just leave,
you know. But we were gonna just drop in and be like, "Yo, what's up? Here to have a beer, man. How's it going?" And then just dip.
Bro, 48 beers?
Well, obviously, don't drink 48 beers. You're gonna get kicked out of the diner before you ever get to there.
Yeah,
but
it's impossible.
Like probably max you could do is 12, maybe 15. And even then, you're going to be there for 18 to, or I guess like 13 to 18 hours.
But the diner's not going to be open for the 24 hours.
Well, it's a 24-hour diner.
Okay, so you picked out the diner that it would be.
It had to be, so the problem.
No, but they don't sell beer.
No, it would have had to be in the U.S. because in Vancouver, where we were, there is no diner that serves that alcohol 24 hours a day.
I think most places don't serve alcohol 24 hours a day.
There are some diners in the United States of America, God bless, that do that. But none near us.
Checks out.
Yeah, but none where we were. But so the guy who lost last year never did his punishment, and
weak.
I took a stand. I was like, hey, if you don't No, but when you sign up to the league, you know the punishment and you agree to do it if you lose.
Oh, so you know the punishment beforehand.
Yeah, it's chosen before the season starts.
Okay, so yeah, that's
So
on
when you
them.
go, yeah,
That's
I'm
on
doing
them.
the league,
That's on them.
you already know what the punishment is. So if you lose, you got to do it.
Okay.
So he lost, didn't do it. This year was in the league again. Even though I was like,
Should've been
if he
disqualified.
doesn't do the punishment, he cannot be in the
Can't be
league.
in the league.
But so he didn't lose this year somehow.
He pulled some cards.
He pulled.
He pulled some strings.
Well, he lost in terms of like the win-loss ratio
Okay.
because he had more losses than anyone else and did terribly.
Okay.
But in the last second, he managed to get out of the loss.
Oh, for this league.
Yeah. So
This season.
for this season, and the guy who lost is his brother. So the punishment is going to be a double punishment with both of them having to do it because our draft for the next season is in Las Vegas.
Oh,
So
shit.
they have to go 24 hours before the rest of the guys get there and spend 24 hours in Vegas with $20 each.
Yeah, and just that $20 to survive for 24
That $20
hours.
to survive for 24 hours. So if you want, you can go and immediately put that 20 down on black. If you double it, you got $40 now. Great. You can gamble with that $20, or you can go get food, whatever, because you'll be alive for 24 hours regardless. There's water fountains. There's whatever you need, you have. You know,
I mean, they could probably so they get $20 each.
each
They could probably find some cheap motel.
probably, but
Just
not
to-
on the strip.
It has to be on the strip.
I mean, how are you gonna get off the strip? You can't afford an Uber. You have $20.
They gotta walk.
It's a long fucking walk.
I mean, I've never been. Oh my god, I hit my mic.
Good job. You're a
sorry.
disgusting creature. But yeah, it's a long walk. It's
That's what she always said to
even
me.
from the airport to the strip. If you wanted to walk, is like an hour walk, maybe more, and it's hot.
And it's hot. in the
It's
summer.
hot. It's the
in
desert.
the summer.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the
But,
punishment.
but then how they getting from the airport?
Probably like a cab paid for by the other guys,
I see.
or like that's an allowed expense. You know?
It's allowed.
Yeah. But
It
nothing
feels like
else.
it feels like they're having to run on the dime of their like sugar daddies that are like,
Yeah.
oh, it's almost like you're like, we'll pay for everything, but you have to prove your loyalty.
Yeah, exactly.
If you can make it through this time with this amount of money,
But at least at the end of the 24 hours, the rest of the guys pull up and like it'll be fun. You know, it'll be whatever. But until that point,
that's honestly like it's shit. But I don't think that's as bad as the other one.
no, it's not. It's not as bad.
I don't think it is.
This was not my idea for a punishment. This was Chase's.
What was your idea?
I had some pretty brutal ones. I think I have them written down somewhere. I don't remember them off the top of my head though. I can check.
No, I mean, yeah, you can check, but yeah, I just don't think I would ever. Also, I'm just never really big into fantasy stuff. I also don't watch sports like that.
I don't really watch them either.
and yet you still join the
It's just fun.
That's fair, I guess, unless you have to do the punishment. You know?
Yeah, I don't see the note, unfortunately.
You don't have it.
Disappointing. Yeah, I had some good ideas though. I do remember. I just don't remember what they were.
You got real creative with it.
I did. I had some pretty wild ones. I think there was a thing of like you had to like start live streaming, but like purposely be bad at whatever you're live streaming.
Yeah, but if no one's watching.
Yeah, but like I'm talking like not on Twitch. I'm talking like live stream on your Instagram account.
Oh,
Like IRL streaming. Like
Oh.
you're just like live for no reason.
so what are they supposed to do?
Just be live for like X amount of hours a day.
Multiple days? That's embarrassing.
And that's in front of all your followers, so any of them could just drop in.
That's crazy. Or can't you do like a close friends live stream?
I think so. I don't know.
So you
I
can
don't
just-
live stream.
You could just do that.
No.
Have no one of your close friends.
That's not the
Except-
rule. That was not
except
the
for you.
rules.
But how would you know?
Well, because it's green. If it's a close friends thing, it's green. If it's not,
While you're live streaming,
what do you mean?
will it show it as being green?
Yeah,
for
I
live
think so.
stream?
I think if someone's live, like it'll be green. I don't. I'm not a big live streaming on
I'm not
Instagram
either.
guy.
I'm just guessing. I don't even know if you can do that.
Maybe you can. I don't know. Either way, you wouldn't be allowed to do that.
Fair enough.
It's not what the punishment dictates.
It's not what the punishment dictates.
It's not. Yo, I wanted to ask you, What do you think are like the weirdest flexes that you've personally seen?
The weirdest flexes that I've personally seen?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I
Yeah.
don't know. We'll define like weird flex.
Well, like somebody who's flexing something who you don't necessarily think they should be flexing, or who's like, why are you flexing that? That's fucking weird. You know? Like if someone's like, yo, bro, I have the biggest collection of fucking life-sized anime waifu sex dolls. And you're like, I don't know if I'd be flexing that right now, dude.
Well,
It's just a little bit bizarre.
I swear I have seen like random like Instagram things of like posts like that, or where it's
Yeah.
like, look at my life size like pillow and it speaks to me.
Yeah, okay, bro. Congrats
You know,
on spending
it's like,
15 grand on that.
congrats. Or like I mean, I guess it's not really a flex because it's more of a lifestyle. But you know, like the Japanese guy who made like a lifelike dog suit because he like thinks that he's a dog.
No? Oh, the guy in New York.
No, the guy in Japan, in Tokyo.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
He spent $15,000 USD to have a lifelike, I forget the dog breed.
Oh, this is the one that
dog
looks like an
suit.
actual dog.
It looks like an actual dog.
Horrifying. Actually
Isn't
terrifying.
that crazy?
Yeah, it's so scary.
I mean, I guess
It's just
like,
a weirdly proportioned dog.
and it looks really lifelike. Imagine like you see this dog, someone walks him. All right, someone like you're like in the park, you're walking this dog like comes up to you. Somehow tail's wagging.
Dog.
Don't know how. And he's just like he like wants pets, and you're like, oh, what's his name? And he's like Jerry.
The dog speaks.
Yeah, he's like Shoto.
No, that's terrifying.
I mean, but like, I guess for a more like less weird, like more I guess normalized flex, like the amount of like, I guess women or men you have like on call to have sex with like anytime. Kinda like
The roster.
like the roster. I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. I mean, it's kind of a weird flex to me. I mean, like I think like if that's cool for you, and
Yeah,
you
it's
can,
like, cool. I'm happy that you don't have a loving relationship. That's
I
great,
mean
man.
that as well, you know. It's like I'm glad that like you haven't found the person yet.
Exactly. That's great for you, man.
I mean, look, like we've all been there. We've all been single,
I mean, yeah, of course.
but yeah, it's always been something where I'm like, I don't know. It just feels kind of like nasty.
Yeah.
Also, to be someone who's proud of being a side person for another person.
That's crazy to me.
That's so
That's
weird.
odd. Like you are the second choice and you're flexing about being the second choice.
Or you're like, but I'm like the top side chick.
Yeah, okay.
So like he like really fucks with me. You know?
Okay. Great for you. I'm so happy to hear it.
It's like, but he flew me out, paid for my food.
Yeah.
You know, like had sex with me, and then
went home to his wife.
and then yeah, or maybe he doesn't even have a wife.
Yeah, I mean maybe. Even like still, bro. Weird.
Even then, I'm like, I don't know. It just feels like it's like, what piece of meat am I gonna choose today?
Yeah.
That's what that kind of like roster thing feels
Well,
like.
like, to me, the flip side of that of like people who are like, yo, I actually like fuck a celebrity.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
and I'm like, yeah. Then it's like
you're
like,
one
it's
of
like,
the 50,000. Congrats.
Yeah, literally. And it's like it was weird, wasn't it?
Yeah,
You
of
know?
course it was. Of course it was.
It's always weird.
It's I mean, Drake, the hot sauce thing.
The hot sauce thing.
Like, I don't know how many people he's done that to, or I guess he doesn't do it to them, but you know.
I mean, same thing with these girls who be trying to date Leonardo DiCaprio when they're until they're 25 years old.
Until they're 25. You know, isn't his current girlfriend
Expired
like
milk.
Isn't his current girlfriend like 26?
No fucking way.
She made it out the zone. I think I might be making that up, but I think he's
maybe this is the one for him.
I mean, she might be.
26.
That's
a big deal.
He is like 50
No, he's
or 47 or
he's
some shit.
almost 50. Does it really matter in this instance?
How old is Leonardo DiCaprio?
Oh yeah, Siri, tell us right now. How old is this guy?
DiCaprio is 50 years old.
50 years old.
He just became 50.
Born November 11th, 1974.
This guy's 50.
He's 50 years old
That's crazy.
and has been dating 22-year-olds for the last 25 years of his life.
and these are like beautiful women.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Yeah. I mean,
Sure.
of course. I mean, yeah.
I mean, to me, it's like if you're gonna date Leonardo DiCaprio as like a model or whatever, who's 22, you go into it going, I'm gonna have a super luxurious next 3 years of my life, and it's gonna be dope.
Oh yeah. I mean, like they all know what they're doing as well.
Well, yeah, of course.
Right? Like none of them actually like. I mean, if they do care, then that's
Yeah,
completely
I mean,
on
it's like,
them
okay, I
for
get to
thinking
hang
this
out
is
with
like-
Leonardo DiCaprio on his yacht, and we talk about saving the ocean, and then I fuck off when I'm 25 and move on with my life. All right.
I honestly, I can never really. I'm just not that kind of person, but I can't be like, oh, like I know this person like doesn't give a fuck about me, and he will just dump me by this age.
Yeah.
So, but like I don't care because I get all this like fancy shit and can spend whatever money I want for this amount of time, and it's like. I would just feel nasty though, and then also
you
like,
feel
what are you
used,
gonna
right?
do after? Well, I guess people also they're like models, right? So they also already have money.
Yeah, that's also
So
true.
it's not like they're like financially dependent on this guy.
Yeah.
But
That does suck. Because then you spend like 3 years of your life getting attached to somebody and like, you know, building a relationship and like getting close to this person, and then bam. Because the whole time you know that it's going to end when you're too old.
you feel like he's into some like weird shit.
I don't think so. I mean, maybe like some like odd role play because he's been doing this shit for
Yeah.
too long now.
Well, I remember I heard this story from like a friend of a friend. I don't know if it's true, but they were like they had a friend who actually hooked up with Leonardo DiCaprio,
Seriously?
and they said like yeah they were doing the deed, and he was like hitting from the back, whatever.
Okay.
And like she said that like her friend had like looked back to like like see him, and he had like headphones in and his eyes closed.
What do you think he was listening to?
What do you think Leonardo DiCaprio listens to while having sex? In headphones.
I'm just picturing like Leo DiCaprio, eyes closed, like AirPods in.
What is
and
anyone listening to while having sex?
he's got to be listening to, I'm saying one of three things. Not knowing him, I don't know the guy, but just from a vibe, I think it's going to be some weird shit.
It has to be either some like weird like psychedelic experimental shit, either some like really like corny like shit that like really fits the moment where it's like like I'm the Man by 50 Cent or some shit like that.
I don't think it's music at all.
You think it's just like white noise?
No, I think it's either like an audio
Bird
book.
sounds.
I think it's like an audio book of like a Shakespeare play.
Oh my god.
Because he's that type of guy, you know? Or like whale sounds, some shit like that.
Or monologues of him in his own movies.
That's what I was about to say. Like a voice memo he recorded to himself. He's like, "You're the fucking man. You're in there right now. You're doing the fucking deed, bro. You got this
Leo
shit."
DiCaprio listens to monologues of himself while having sex.
I believe it.
For sure.
I fully think he does.
I mean, like,
I hope he does. That'd be so funny.
it's funny for our entertainment. Also, I also don't really want to think about him having sex, but like,
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
I mean, yeah. But also, imagine that there's so much like recordings of you just like talking,
Yeah.
like in media that like there's just so much for you to listen to while
Having sex.
having sex.
Yeah. I mean, 100%. Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah. I mean, it might not be monologues. I think I honestly subscribe to the idea that it's like him talking to himself. Like he did a little voice memo like 2 years back, and he's like, "Hey buddy, Leo, I'm proud of you for doing this right now. Just close your eyes, appreciate the moment." He's just hyping himself up, but like
Bro,
very peacefully.
This has to be like a movie scene.
Yeah.
This would be so
This would be funny.
fucking iconic.
I wish they were still making movies like what is it? This Is the End. With like all the celebrities like playing like
All
a
the
fucked up version of
celebrities.
themselves.
It's
Well, Seth Rogen,
and
the Franco, Dave
Franco. James Franco. It's
Is
James
it
Franco.
Dave Franco?
I think that's his brother.
Maybe. Yeah, I think it's James
Franco.
Yeah.
When they
Well,
were still
and,
doing
like-
a bunch of those movies together.
Yeah, like Danny McBride's in it. Fucking
Yeah, dude,
Channing
Danny McBride
Tatum.
is so funny. Oh yeah, and was there also Jonah Hill or no?
Yeah. Jonah Hill's in there.
I think Michael Cera was also in it briefly.
Yep. I mean, Rihanna was in it. She slaps the shit out of Michael Cera.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think like in the behind the scenes, there was like an interview where Michael Cera was like, "Can I actually?" Because I think he slaps her ass and then she smacks him,
Oh.
and I think he was like, "Can I actually smack your ass?"
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Sure, but I get to slap you." And so
He's
did.
like,
I'm
yeah,
taking this deal. So he did, and she slapped the shit out of him.
And he's like,
He's like, I'm gonna save this moment forever.
I love that. It's amazing that if it's all improv.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of that. I mean, even you remember what Channing Tatum does in that movie?
I don't remember.
It's like a reveal at some point that he's like a gimp. That like he takes off like the gimp mask and it's just Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
That was him under the gimp suit the whole time.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I
with
saw
the
an
leash
interview.
and everything.
Yeah,
the,
bro.
The leather suit.
I saw an interview where they were like they asked him to be in there and he was like, hell yeah, that's super funny. And they're like, okay, cool. Like you don't have to do all the gimp scenes and stuff. Like obviously we'll just get a body double to do that.
And he's like, no.
And then you just do the one scene with your face. He's like, nah, fuck it, I'm doing it. And he just chose to be in the gimp suit the whole time.
Channing Tatum the gimp.
Channing Tatum
What does that
the
mean?
gimp.
Gimp.
I don't know where the word comes from, but it's just like a freak. I don't know how to describe that shit.
Yeah,
It's
someone
weird.
who like likes being like animalistic and like subby.
Definitely subby. I don't know about animal. It's a lot of times it's like referring to someone being in like a full latex suit.
Yes.
With like their face covered and like it's very sub behavior.
But like to the point where they're just not a person.
Yeah. You're like an object.
You're an
for
object.
sex, I guess.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, it's odd. I wouldn't want to be in that
That's scary. Why
scenario.
do we like this?
Humans?
Yeah.
I don't know about we. I don't know who we is.
Humans.
We as in you
As a species.
are into this. You
No.
are a gimp.
No.
Why'd you say we?
No.
You were like, yo, why am I into this, dude? Like, what's going on?
No, that suit was for one occasion.
Yeah, I remember. Don't worry. I'll never forget.
Yeah, relax. But people have really weird obsessions. Mine are just with like mobile games.
Yeah, I've also been getting into the mobile game world
Yeah.
recently.
So honestly, my like mobile game era has really gone downhill.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Like-
we talked about it on a previous episode about the Dragon Ball game that you've been playing since high school.
I have played, so it's called Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. I have played that game since sophomore year of high school.
Yeah, I tried downloading it because I was like, this has got to be a great game. I didn't fuck with the gameplay very much.
Yeah, I
and
mean-
also it kept crashing on my phone. My phone just could not run it.
Well, that's annoying.
Yeah, which is wild because I
Well, it's
had
more
a
like
newer phone than you at the
yeah,
time.
That's true.
I was like, how is this shit not working for me?
It must be like a weird file thing.
Yeah, I think so.
But I mean, yeah, it's more like a strategy kind of thing. You know,
Yeah.
it's one of those gotcha games.
Yeah, I mean,
you summon, so it's not even guaranteed that you get new people.
yeah.
I remember I had this other Dragon Ball game called Dragon Ball Legends. It was
This
like a
man
newer
was
one.
doubling down at some point.
It was like the first year that the game had come out. It was like the first anniversary, and it had all these new units, new stuff. I think up until that point, especially for the anniversary, I'm in like senior year of high school, right?
Yeah.
I'm working, but I'm not making that much money.
Yeah, I mean, you got
I spent-
staples.
And it was also really easy just like to do this, like Face ID, just buy more stuff.
Yeah.
I spent probably close to $1,000
In a year?
in a year
On one mobile
on
game.
one mobile game. That doesn't even count the other mobile game, which I
That's
haven't
fucked.
bought in a long time. Money
Yeah.
for that. And then I know I had spent a little bit more money on that one other game more after that. So probably for that one game,
Damn,
I spent
bro.
close to maybe $1,500.
Imagine dropping $1,500 on a game that you don't even play anymore.
Not anymore. No, because it
That's
just
crazy.
took up, the grind was too much to
You
get
know
all
what?
this stuff.
I
was
can't
like,
talk
I
shit.
can't do this.
I did that with COD.
Call of Duty?
Yeah, probably not $1,000, but I've put a couple $100 into it at least. Or I guess no, I was buying the games.
What
So-
do you? Oh, well, just for the game itself.
Is $100.
Well, at least you're actually getting something from spending.
No,
that
no,
money.
but I'm talking like the cosmetic packs and all this other shit and
but
buying
still.
the battle pass.
You're getting something from spending that money. I would spend money on a chance of getting something,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sucks.
and sometimes I would get nothing.
That's fucked up.
I know.
Damn, bro.
That's why they're called gotcha.
It's a gotcha game because they got
you.
your ass.
Got you. Yeah, it's true. But I still play the other one to this day. I don't spend money on it anymore. I haven't spent money on that game in years.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to, I guess.
But
I guess
I
once
just-
you reach a certain point, you have good enough shit that you don't really need to keep
Well,
spending.
no, because the meta changes.
There's a meta in your mobile game.
Yeah, meta games change, abilities change, new features come and go.
Jesus Christ.
So, but you can earn like the currency in game.
Yeah, the game
But
I'm currently
eventually,
playing.
like content runs out until they add more. So then
Yeah.
you kind of like
Well,
start.
the game I'm currently playing, it's a Warhammer strategy
we
game.
have become Warhammer 40k nerds.
It's gotten bad.
For me, it was like 3 years ago.
For me, it's been this year.
Yeah,
I've gotten
that's my fault.
much deeper into it.
It's my fault. Yeah.
Well, you're combined you and also Space Marine 2
Yeah.
kind of both
Yeah.
comboed me into getting really
Pretty cool.
into it.
It's pretty cool.
Almost every single night when I'm going to sleep, I need to put on a video so I can like sleep.
You just watch lore videos.
Watch lore videos every single
And
night.
there's so much of it that you just won't really.
It's
run out.
infinite. It's infinite. It's awesome.
But that's also why there's so many like continuity problems with that fucking franchise.
Yeah. Well, there's one dude I watch a lot called I think Wes Hammer or something.
Yeah. He has a really interesting look. He just
maybe?
he just looks like a nerd.
I mean, he looks yeah.
Yeah.
He makes Warhammer lore videos. But solid videos. If you're looking to get into Warhammer lore, check out my boy Wes Hammer.
Yeah, shout out Wes Hammer.
But I watch that shit nightly. It's like the 10 weirdest things that the Chaos Legions have done. I'm like, that's the one. And then I get so into it that I don't sleep. I just watch the video.
That's the thing with these kind of, I guess, content videos is that if you find it really interesting and you try to go to sleep, it's
You're
not
not
going to
sleep.
work out.
Yeah.
You have to put on something random.
Well, a lot of times I'll put on like videos about how speedrunners speedrun games. And that's what I like actually fall asleep to.
Because it's boring.
No, it's really interesting, but the guy's voice is very soothing. So I watch the first like 30 minutes of it and then I slowly drift off.
Damn.
It's great. Summoning Salt. If you're looking for those, check that guy out. Fucking go.
Maybe I should look into like one of those like it's like selling like modules of like my voice like fall asleep to.
Your
you know?
voice to fall asleep to?
Yeah.
That's what a
Where it's
podcast is for, dude. People can just listen to this shit for free and fall asleep to.
Yeah, but the podcast I don't want them to fall asleep to the podcast, so that just means we're boring.
Yeah, that's true, I guess. That's actually a very good point. Yeah.
I want it to be on some like I'm like the person that you like do that like nightly meditation to and you like fall asleep to that.
Yeah, you could do that.
Or it's like fall asleep to the sound of my voice.
You should do that. Like post like a 10-hour like meditative speaking video.
Breathe in.
And then like 9 hours in, just have some crazy shit.
Breathe out.
Exactly.
Oh, could you imagine? But it's like for some reason you can't skip further into the recording. So every time a new one comes out, you have to wait until that random mark for like the whatever random
And
shit
it's never
pops
at the
up.
same time, but it won't
never
be
at the
like,
same time.
And it's not like scary. It's not like loud or screaming or
No.
anything. But you're like, just breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, kill your mom, breathe in, breathe out, and you just move on like nothing happened.
But then like that's what you're listening to as you fall asleep.
So then you do it.
It tricks
It gets
you,
like
tricks you,
subliminally
tricks you
put into your brain.
psychologically. Then it's like transfer to this email $100.
That's
Tommy
Hilfiger
Hilfiger@gmail.com.
That'd be pretty great, actually. I don't know
Yeah.
about Tommy Hilfiger. I don't want him getting more money.
Well,
Send it to my personal email at gmail.com.
don't put your email out there.
It's my personal email.
But they don't know that that's your email.
That's not my actual email.
Are you stupid?
I'm gonna bleep that shit out. Don't worry.
You're not. You're gonna forget.
Yeah, I'm gonna forget. Sorry, I got like 4 other emails. Sorry, that's only one of them.
I still. Yeah.
Fuck it, bro.
Whatever,
Send me fan mail.
Yeah. No, because that's why there's the home slice email.
Damn, you're right. Yeah, homeslicemedia@gmail.com. Send us e-transfers.
You really just love putting your personal information out on the internet.
No, but that's the home slice email. We're good.
No, but you put your personal.
No, I didn't.
You're right.
That's not my real email.
You're right. No, it's not.
It's not. That's not even my name.
No.
It's Johnny Williams
Johnny
at gmail.com.
Williams. Tommy Hilfiger.
Tommy Hilfiger, that is my personal email.
Did you see that Ralph Lauren got like a World Peace Prize?
What? For what?
His like innovation in fashion.
Sorry, what the fuck does that have to do with peace?
I don't remember if it was World Peace, but it was like one of those like, it was
Big
something
ones.
like that.
Like a Nobel or some
Yeah.
shit.
But no,
Why?
I think it was World Peace Prize.
What did this man do?
I mean,
Oh, did he like give out clothes or some shit?
no, I think it was just for like his like long career and like changing like the fashion industry, which he did.
I mean,
But,
yeah, but like that shit ain't changed world peace. There's still war.
I mean, there's still war no matter.
Yeah, but you're not gonna go out to the Middle East and be like, yeah, but have you guys seen this polo shirt? And then you're gonna stop fighting? No.
I mean, I think that's a pretty good reason.
To get one polo shirt, you'll stop fighting?
No, they're gonna hand out the polo shirts.
Oh.
It's like, yo, I'll make you look steezy if you stop shooting each other. Works
guess.
every time.
You know, not quite, because the Germans
looked pretty snazzy in that particular war.
You know, the Germans did have that look down pat.
I mean, Hugo Boss designed the like SS uniforms and shit. It was all like designer shit.
Was it actually?
Yeah, that's why they were like
The Nazis had designer clothing?
Yes, it was Hugo Boss.
Oh, I didn't know. No wonder they look so fucking steezy.
Yeah, they look snazzy because that shit was designer clothes.
They look so clean.
That's why. But it didn't help a world peace.
It didn't stop them from
Doing what they did.
doing what they did.
Yeah, but they look steezy doing it, so.
No, but times are different. If Ralph Lauren went to every single conflict zone in the world, passed out that fucking merch.
For me, polo would not be like what stops me from going to war.
Okay, what clothing would stop you from going to war?
I would need some fat ass Balenci, like some crazy shit.
You think Balenciaga would actually make you not go like murder
If they
someone?
pop out and they're like, yo, here's like 4 pairs of pants, 15 tees, couple jackets, some shoes, I'm gonna head home. I'm not doing war anymore.
Imagine it's like all the generals in like the war room and they're about to hit that big red button. It's about to be game over. And then you're like, wait. here's the new edition. They're like,
check out these baggy jeans.
and they're like, oh, thank God. Like they put the plastic thing like back over the
they
red
take
button.
the keys out of the thing.
Yeah, like you've done good.
That came close.
That was like,
Well,
that was good.
Have you heard about the one like Russian officer who stopped like nuclear destruction from happening?
During like the Cold War?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, there was one dude where the Russian censors were tripping and they were saying that the US had sent nukes out.
Oh fuck.
And it was one of those like where 3 guys have to turn their keys at the same time.
Yeah.
And he refused to turn his key. He was like, I will not do it because I know they wouldn't have sent these missiles out, and I'm not going to be the reason
Just
that
like
this
out of
happens.
nowhere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm not going to be the reason that the world gets destroyed.
So he was the only one that didn't put in his key.
Yeah.
Damn, just because some sensors were faulty.
Yeah.
That's scary stuff.
Came that fucking close. If that guy was like, yeah, fuck the Americans, you're right. They sent this shit out. And then just launched, that would have been game over. GG's.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
It's wild. I think there's a movie about it.
I
maybe?
wonder like how that whole like sequence played out like in that room.
Oh, they were gonna execute him for not following orders, and then they found out that they were faulty sensors, so they didn't.
And then but then they still executed him because he didn't follow orders.
They might have, but I
Yeah.
don't think they did. I
Okay.
think he's chilling.
That's insane.
Kind of nuts.
Oh my god, dude, the Cold War. I mean, like, you know how we have like school shooter drills now in the U.S., which are horrifying.
Unfortunately.
I remember having those as a kid myself, but you know, like growing like my mom also like, you know, when she was growing up in like the 70s and stuff.
They had like nuke drills.
They
right?
had nuke drills.
Yeah,
but
bro,
like
hiding on your desk.
hiding under your desk.
Ain't gonna stop shit.
like, what the fuck?
Good luck, bro.
People paid to have bunkers in their backyard.
Yeah.
Like, would that really have done that much? Unless you have some like crazy type of bunker,
Maybe
probably not.
Maybe not.
And like food stored.
Yeah.
You know, like it's
There's
wild
still,
stuff.
Still now, there's still like doomsday preppers and shit who keep like
Oh my God, yeah.
cans and bottled water in their bug out bags and shit.
Well, governments have their own like doomsday vaults. Not
Yeah, of
not,
course.
not even out of just pure just like nuclear warfare. It's just like if everything goes to shit for some reason, we have like so many like stock ups of like different types of plants, canned goods, other just like to preserve just like parts of what keeps us alive in these vaults. I think like I don't remember what country. I think it was some like Nordic country. They like showcase one of those vaults.
Yeah.
And it's funny as fuck because they literally had like Oreos in the vault, and Oreos like, damn, we're really in that doomsday vault, huh?
That's kind of fire. That's kind of gas.
Imagine like you like we got the doomsday Oreos.
Damn, that would suck though. Imagine being down there and you have like one
It just has
thing
like
of
MF
Oreos.
Doom on the cracker.
That'd be sick.
That's kind of dope.
That'd be so.
I mean,
hard.
everyone's dead, but that's kind of dope.
That'd be kind of sick.
MF
But
Doom Oreos.
I'd buy those so fast.
I know because you're MF Doom stan,
I'm a fan.
not stan. You're a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that would suck to have like a
He
pack of
fan,
Oreos.
He a fan.
I'm not that kind of fan. Well, slow down.
He a fan. He a.
Freaky at. But it would suck having Oreos in like my doomsday vault because I would rip through them in a day and then not have Oreos anymore, and I'd be really sad about it.
Well, also, like, is that... Or no, I got it wrong. It was the Oreo company's Doomsday Vault.
Oh, shit.
So the company of Oreo has a Doomsday Vault filled with different Oreos.
Damn. Let me in that bitch.
Just in case things go south.
Oh, let me in there.
We have Oreos.
I'll decimate that room. Give me like 2 days in there. Gone.
No, there's no way.
Brother.
No, brother, you listen to me.
You
I think
underestimate.
that
You
thing
underestimate
is-
the strength of my hunger.
I'm pretty
my
sure that thing
appetite
has
for
like
Oreos.
multiple warehouses of like quantity.
All right,
filled,
give me a week. Give me a week. Okay, fine.
Fine, a month. You'll just probably die of not having actual nutrition in your body.
Brother, man.
Brother, man.
I made it through years
brother.
of not having
Fight for
actual
something.
nutrition.
Kill for something.
I would do it, and I would eat the shit out of those Oreos.
That's crazy.
I feel strongly about this.
And I think also like the like giant volt thing looking on the outside literally just has like Oreo
On it. That's sick. If it like is like a big just fucking
Damn.
steel Oreo, then you gotta
Yeah.
close the door.
But I'm
That's
not wrong.
sick.
I'm pretty sure countries do have their own like doomsday vaults where they keep like things that actually matter.
Yeah, for sure they do. Yeah.
Which is like we all know who's gonna be able to go in those vaults. You know, it's just gonna be
Me.
you and like just like the rich elite.
Yeah, but mainly me.
Mainly
I get
you.
like final say on who goes in there. So, don't piss me off. This is what I'm saying, basically.
just run it by you first.
You run it by me. Yeah, exactly.
Don't make you mad. Don't
Don't make me mad. Because you never know. Those nukes come out. You're like, buddy, can I get in the bunker, please? I'm like, you remember that day about 2 years ago when you didn't let me get a bite of your burrito? Sorry, buddy. Good luck fucking living through a nuclear holocaust. Have fun.
Isn't it crazy that how kind of like societies did kind of function that way? Like, it's like, well, mostly like monarchies.
Well, yeah.
Like, but like it was not that stuff like that doesn't happen on a less like what's the word? Like very petty scale.
Yeah.
But still, but like for like kings who are like, I remember when I was a kid, you didn't let me ride your horse, and now you want me to save your kingdom.
All right, Charles.
Gods, get him out of here.
Listen to me, Henry. I will not be doing that.
Or like they're like, he pushed me, behead him.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
What would I just say? Behead him.
Behead him.
Behead him.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And it was just
Kinda-
like on a whim.
It's definitely like not great, but also like people had to stay in line.
I mean, yes, but
I'm not saying to that level, but I'm saying like if we were still cutting people's hands off for stealing shit, people probably wouldn't be stealing shit as much.
people still do cut people's hands off for stealing shit.
Yeah, well, I'm saying here
Oh, in Canada.
in Canada.
I mean, people don't steal stuff that much.
Not even, but I'm talking like crime. Like if you go and commit a murder, instead of going to jail, you get your balls cut off. Not going to be as much murdering.
But it still happened a lot.
It's still happening a lot, yeah.
No, like even back then when they did that. That still happened a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, even then, it was like if you murder someone, you get killed. Getting killed, all right, boom, and then you're gone. You get your balls cut off, that sucks. That really sucks.
And then you go to jail.
And then you go to jail ballless. That sucks. That's what I'm saying. And like no anesthesia. This shit's gonna hurt.
Well, they probably nowadays do that like chemically,
No,
like chemical castration.
I'm talking some rudimentary ass shit.
We're talking like
I'm talking like purposely make it bad.
We're talking like blade in like hot coals.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
pull out. It's like
And then
it's like orange.
Yeah.
Of like how hot it is.
And then they just, and you're in pain, and then you go to jail and just have to live with that.
that
I think there would be a lot less murdering.
that's not a nice imagination.
Is not, but would there be a lot of murders? I don't think so.
Well, I think that just leads to a very dystopian, more totalitarian society. With just like, I mean, is
It
there,
would be
is
safer.
there already fear tactics? Of course, but like that's just like more so.
I think it'd be safer. I feel like Anakin right now. What's
You
going
do
on?
feel like Anakin, Darth Vader much?
No, pre-Vader when he was just saying this shit about like, well, then when Padme is like, well, that sounds a lot like a dictatorship. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
well, maybe it is.
It's like, Yeah, I forget what he said beforehand. He's
goes,
like,
"Well, then they should be made to."
It's like, homie, weren't you a slave? Why are we trying to do this?
Yeah.
Well, people repeat the same things that happened to them.
That's true. The cycle of trauma continues.
Cycle of trauma and hatred.
Rest in peace, Anakin Skywalker.
Shout out the GOAT.
Shout out the GOAT.
Shout out the GOAT.
If I want to be friends with Hayden Christensen so bad,
Seems like a chill dude.
he does. I feel like we'd be good friends.
And they gave him so much shit for when he did those prequel movies.
I know, but then he did other movies afterwards that weren't too bad.
Yeah. Also, that's not like it's not like he's a bad actor. It's just how George Lucas wanted to.
It was just bad writing.
It's just not great writing.
Really, having recently rewatched all 3 of the prequels, the writing is rough.
Oh, the writing's rough.
Yeah.
Are they still great movies?
Yes, absolutely. Episode 3 is peak. It's fantastic.
That's probably one of the only times. Like the first letter of each
It's
side,
over, Anakin.
of each line in the script, right
Yeah.
there on your arm.
Right here, if y'all can't, y'all probably can't see it, but whatever.
Yeah, it's just like a bunch of random letters. But I mean,
It's the first letter of every letter during the Anakin Obi-Wan fight, starting with "It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground." Yeah, hell yeah, the high ground.
I just burped. So
I could tell. It was nice. Good work. Proud of you, buddy.